Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Live and to PowerWash Simulator 2, and Twitch, and YouTube, and 2026, and Thursdays, and on and on and on and on. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well, and are excited to come in and relax with me, Gaston, as we do some more PowerWash Sim 2 today. That was one of the more meandering intros I've ever done. But you know, it's just a chill moment. There's no reason to get all hurly-burly about it. Cat. Meow meow. We have a new job. So if we were to guess, it's probably I'm gonna say 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 25, 27. It's like 30 jobs left, maybe? Around there. I don't know how I counted down there. But with now 3 streams a week, we'll be moving through it quicker. Oh, you're here. Fantastic. This house has been a blight on the street for ages. Honestly, if we wanted such a good lawyer, we'd sue him for lost valuation of our collective property. Not to mention the damage he's doing to Buckingham's chance of becoming town of the year. Barclay Street is front and center of the mayoral processional route, as I'm sure he's aware. Don't worry about getting evicted. We've checked all the local bylaws regularly for you to be here, so let's get to washing. So the person whose house we're washing doesn't know we're coming? That's not going to backfire at all. It'll be totally fine. I like looking around to see if I recognize anything. Did I clean that house before? Maybe, actually. I think I did. That looks familiar. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's cats everywhere. I bring my cats to work, like, all the time, I guess. What's over here? Hello! That one I definitely didn't do. I remember a pool. Okay, so it's this interestingly dirtied house. Looks more like a targeted attack than anything else. Whoops. Away I go. Interesting. Wait, Wishy, you know whose house you're cleaning, right? No, I do not. A lawyer, apparently. A lawyer who, based on the evidence, is probably not going to be happy. Why else would I be getting a warning? And there's the roof ridge. Let's put one extension on. Just kind of get it in one pass here. I suppose as close to as one pass as I can get, based on the shape. Never heard the term dormer before. Not entirely sure as to what classifies as such. Like, obviously these things are dormers, but I don't know what it means. This one probably won't get cleared immediately because, wow, that was pretty even clean. That's kind of neat. Beep, 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 beep. What you got for me, Harper? Xavion Lesage, the legendary lawyer. Apparently they were all set to take down the mayor years ago. After being foiled by a jury, he got so disillusioned they went into seclusion. He's been there ever since. So is he home right now as I'm just doing this? Is that what's happening here? Hello, pleasure to meet you. I cleaned your house. Pay me money. I gotta assume, based on the context, the neighbor is footing the bill. She's the one who hired me, after all. So allowing his house to get dirty to ruin the mayor's thing is a conscious choice of rebellion, not lack of care. In other words, I'm gonna be sued, because this is a legendary lawyer. Gives me something to look forward to, I suppose. Game turns into an Ace Attorney title. Objection! That'd be pretty funny, not gonna lie. Well, there's a balcony down there. That's kind of cool. Look at that. That side's good. This will all have extra bits to do once we're down a bit further. Alright, let's clear off the rest of this roof. We go from here with that extension. We should have no issue finishing off the roof. Unless there's overhang parts. In which case, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, there are overhangs and stuff as well. There we go, there's the roof. Alright, now this thing. Well, let's start top down. Barrel stuff it. Wishy, do you think we should ask Xavion if it's okay to be here? Yeah, I do. I really do. My golden rules never got on the bad side of good people. I'll reach out. Thank you, Harper. She won't get back to me till we're done and be like, oh yeah, we're not supposed to clean this, we should leave. I'll be like, well, can't undo it. Bring me the mud pies. Calling it now, that's how it's going to play out. Maybe not the mud pie part, but the spirit of the mud pie. No, we'll keep this extension, we'll just do it from up here. That should do the trick. Maybe we'll one more extension. Make sure we're getting enough pressure to finish the job. The action version of PowerWash Sim where you gotta like dodge an angry client while trying to clean. It's like Hello Neighbor, but you're power washing. That could be funny. Okay. What to work on next? Yeah, I guess we'll do the dormer. I guess. Let's tackle it. Quick hello. Xavier on the Sage, it's an honor. We just want to make sure that we're fine being here today. Oh, he's messaging. Well, I'll admit that when you first started work, I was tempted to open a window, holler Pearson versus Kinski 1975 at you and get you escorted from the premises. You would have been well within your right to do so, buddy. I'm actually quite enjoying the ambiance. You need better neighbors, my friend. Your neighbors kind of suck. Oh, that's all clean. Cool. There we go. got excited. Let's put on this extension. We're taking it to there. Oh, there's my scissor lift. I was actually wondering where that was. So that must wrap around, or have like a corner to it. That's the only I can think of as to why that's not done. Alright, stubby guy. There's whatever that is. Conservatory roof cap. Oh, the frame is a separate piece. Interesting. This just got a little more complicated. Perfect. Well, there's the frame. New job is available from Jeff Jefferson. Dirt Fighter mutual cleanup of the county continues apace. How soon can you get to the recreation grounds? It's a freaking rocket ship? Playground equipment, I'm gonna guess. Recreation ground. Yeah, that's gotta be it. There it is. Jog over here. Perfect. Okay, so that's all down to that level. That's got to get down to that level. Da, 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 da. What about up here? Yeah, we got to do all this. All right. So fancy, the dormer. Take it right down to that line there. The rest will be done from the ground. lots of stuff done at the same time. Well, now that's interesting. I have the cosmetic for a green van. The reflection of the van is blue, which means that's not a real reflection, which also explains why I'm not in it. It's like when your custom character doesn't appear in the cutscene type deal. That's basically the same technology. They've set it up as a steady cam of what it would look like without customization. For all the people who don't bother customizing. Now, inherently... Oh, hello, gnome. Inherently, there is nothing wrong with this. It is fine. It's time-saving and perhaps cost-saving, but it's definitely a time-saving measure. However, would have been cool if they could have went that extra mile with it. Not a big deal, doesn't affect anything, just interesting. The easier I can make this job for myself, the better. It also helps that I can also detect from the manner in which you've cleaned the first 49% of my house that you intend to do a thorough job. You know exactly how much percentage I've done, eh? Well, good for you, pal. Believe it or not, I know what percentage I've done as well, so you're not that cool. You're not that impressive. I don't know why I'm ripping into him. I just am. Now it's at 50%, my guy. What are you gonna say about that, boy? Why is your balcony covered in red? Is it a murder? That'd be wild. They haven't really had me do that yet, clean up a murder scene. Even if it's like a fake out, it would be really interesting. Oh, goodbye. Well, I can still reach that, so that's fine. We will resume the front later. Let's get this side done, just because why not? A little bit more. Higher. Perfect. I do like my scissor lift. It's a great tool. Alright, bring me down. Perfect. Take it all right down to that line. Nice. YouTube chat not working. Okay, that's interesting. Herbal. I can message. Live chat, all messages. That's why I came here. Fair enough. What's going on with YouTube chat? Can you try it again? I just sent a message. Hello, by the way. The Ion Punch. It's on live chat setting. Is there a stream setting I don't know about? Enable closed captions on. I see nothing. Huh. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'll have to look into that, I guess. Not something I can change while live, apparently. Or I would wager, rather. That sucks. Anyway, how are you? If I need to adjust my mic at all, let me know. While last IQ keychain we gave trying to get Boko and Akashi for you. What'd you get? I'm gonna guess you got like Kawa and a Wizumi. Checking my prime can Noya and Tanaka. Fair enough. There is some pretty interesting Haikyuu merch coming this year. Oh, well that's fancy. Have you up going to Prime and Huff Paint BRP? Have fun. I'll be here. For the next while, at least. is. See, I wouldn't call this room a conservatory. That's, to me, this is a sunroom. Wouldn't surprise me if conservatory is the correct term. It's interesting that I can actually see the dirt on the other side. You really don't want to give me that one, eh? There it is. You're all the same panel. Okay. Keep on. Someone honked at me. I'm at the back of the house. Why are you honking at me? Some people can just be real rude if they don't think you're actually reaching your potential. Which is a reference to What No Tip, the short horror film I made. Go check it out on YouTube. At the Gma Squad. Really? Is the frame all one piece? Oh. Curious, several hairs from a British short hair have transferred from your person to my windowsill. It appears that you still have possession of the mayor's cat. Lies. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely still don't have that cat. I definitely don't know how to return that cat. I don't think this guy should be allowed to tell what type of dirt dander I've got on me based on how he left his house, so, you know. Screw you, man. Okay. Going well. I would rather have the scissor lift over here, if I'm being honest. Let's go, scissor lift. Get me in close. Up we go. Higher. Perfect. And just one extension. Nice. Getting honked at again. Perhaps there's something on the road worth honking at that I'm just unaware of. Can I not? Thank you so much. Interesting how it kind of trailed down as I went. Yeah, Xavier, about that. The mayor's been demanding Lissy's back. Where do we stand? Well, did you have an official transfer of guardianship? If not, then I'm afraid that he has a case. No, we didn't. Okay, thanks. Just return the cat, Harper. It's fine. We have enough cats. I know the mayor sucks, but we do not need to get into the Ace Attorney version of PowerWash Simulator 2. There we go. Nice. The front of this place. Not that I care about the cat subplot, but I will point out that in the last game, the mayor did just straight up say, keep the cat. If I'm remembering correctly. But I'm pretty sure as he was fleeing from the angry townsfolk, he said to keep the cat. He didn't have time to collect it or whatever as he was fleeing. Also may not have a bearing on what happens because it's not an official statement. I hit the wrong button. You have a nice place, mister. Nice place indeed. That worked. Well, this is all connected to the same thing. Yes, it was. Okay. What a weird design. But I think I got it all. That was a little tricky. Are you not clean? You're not clean. Because you got that side. There we go. There we go. Okay, that one's done. Okay, it should just be the foundations and the floors now. This one didn't fit. There we go. Okay, we can now hit up my big old rotary tool. My favorite cleaning apparatus in the game, a little limited because it only really works on flat surfaces. And the best is directly below you, but it's still awesome. Why are you doing next to nothing on there? It's a little odd. Balcony door handle? What? Less than an hour for that job. I was rather hoping to employ the hilarious refrain, "You've missed a bit," and back it up with photograph evidence, but you didn't, so I can't. Impressive, Xavion. The airship. So it's a blimp. Trust you've heard all about the disgraceful scenes at the site of that Fishman's statue. Way too much fuss over what it is, frankly. The theft of a couple of chunks of colored glass, very old, very poor piece of art. Naturally, I responded immediately by sending my airship to reassure the gathering crowd. Well, between you and me, we were in the area anyway, notifying any desert-dwelling outliers of my victory in the county elections. Yeah, sure thing, bud. Piece of work you are. Oh. I won't get to use my rotary buffer on this, that's for sure. Oh, I gotta clean under it too. Ugh. Giving me flashbacks to the Warhammer ship. Hey, I just cleaned that. I cleaned that on the last stream. Oh, I could get pretty far. There's a gnome! I think I have 4 models left. Nice. Yeah, the Thunderhawk. Like, look at the size of this thing. It's nowhere near as big. Nowhere near as big, but it still sucks. I'm a parkour up there. Oh, I have 2. Wow. Alright, we'll start right here. Did not think this would be green. Wasn't expecting that. Little nooks and crannies. Hopefully not as many as that job. You can check out that video on the JMod Squad too. Called like the biggest job yet or something like that, I think. Or maybe, you know what, I don't remember what it was called. Just look at the PowerWash Simulator playlist. PowerWash 1, not 2. And there's that video of us cleaning that beast. Take a look at this curious collage of befoulment, Dirt Finder. We must have flown through some kind of dirt cloud. We were spotless when we took off. Might as well throw some BRB. Yeah, no worries. With all that extra weight from the dirt, we were lucky to make the recreational grounds in one piece. I am no expert on aviation. I don't know if what he's saying is true or not. But I personally get the feeling that dirt wouldn't affect too much. It would have to be something with more solidity and weight. But I'm no expert. I could be wrong. I do think that Mr. Jefferson is a blowhard idiot who doesn't know as much as he thinks he does. About lots of things, to be honest. Wonder how many times I'm gonna fall off of this. Can I land on that? Close enough. I do like big open spots. Oh! I have to wonder what I'm standing on. Is it rubber? Plastic? Glass? Some sort of composite material that allows these things to fly? Probably the composite material. But again, no expert in aviation. I don't know. The glare, I couldn't even see the dirt there. Ah! I'm fine. Also in that Thunderhawk video, found out you could die in PowerWash Simulator. That was pretty funny. I was worried that if that didn't pop, I would have no idea what else to do for it. So that's good. What a big beast. Alright. You know what? Let me bring out the legendary rotary tool for the top. Probably the only time at this job I get to use it. So let's use it, because I like it a lot. I like how satisfying it is to just clean like this. The squelching noise is take it or leave it, but the power of the tool cannot be overstated. By far my favorite addition to PowerWash Simulator 2. We're gonna keep going till we fall off. That'll be as far as we can go. First side with the rotary tool. We'll have to set up our scaffolding on either side and bring out full extensions to do the side panels. So I'm not really looking forward to that. But for this moment, the rotary tool reigns supreme. I'm a fall on this pass, I think. Maybe not. I'm still standing. Yeah. Surely not the next one. Oh! I accidentally turned it off. There we go. Not bad reach. Not amazing, but not bad. At least it's not like caked on dirt. I'm able to do it in one pass pretty much. That's nice. I think I see the seam for the top panel. We should hit it on the next couple passes, and hopefully it clears the panel, no worries. I, for one, will not be blaming the security force for the heist of the gems. It's an elite unit, and how anyone got past him is almost beyond imagination. No one was accusing them. You brought them up. Also, don't we all switch off from time to time? You know something. I still have your cat, by the way. Come collect it. I'd love to see you in person. I'd love to see any human in person. And kids, that's how lung disease is made. Which part is lung disease? Oh, what you did. I'm falling. You can hear it. I'm falling. Keep going until it decides I've had enough. Goodbye! Hiya. Envelope top panel. What does that even mean? I went too fast. I skipped some dirt. Shame. Shame. Be following a lot sooner here, I think. Oh, I hung on. Ah! That's fine. There we go, a little bit slower, a little more thorough. Hopefully I don't have to redo anything to my right there. Can't seem to get DaVinci Resolve to work. Interesting. Did you skip a version? Don't think so, it's saying about the drivers. Interesting. Google it. See what it says. The error code specifically. That's what I have to do with DaVinci Resolve whenever I have an issue is, Google, what does this mean? Not really as reliable when you do it that way with this tool, but that's okay too. We'll use the normal. Whoa! Why am I jumping? I guess that incline's a bit steeper than I thought. I almost can't hold on to this part. Ha! At least for the top of those ones, I'll be able to use the rotary tool. That's pretty exciting. I'll even technically be able to do it. Worked? Or walk red, which do you mean? It works. Good. What was the issue? Oh, I can sprint up the ladder. Nice. No idea. Fair enough. At least it's working now. Bring me back my beloved rotary tool. This tool would have been a game changer on the Thunderhawk, the huge open wings. This tool would have been a game changer. It's not as good when you make it do that. I like that they have the option that it can. It just don't work as well. Let's pack on the extensions and see just how far we can knock it down. We can get it, the lower we can get it accessible from, the better it will be for us. Can't quite reach that far. I mean, like, it did a good job, just not that far. Nice. Okay. Hiya. Immediately got the hinge. Whoa! That was almost the fall for me. I don't know why I'm going Mickey Mouse when I'm falling, but I am. Smooth. And I look back and I just missed a bunch. New job already. How soon can you get to fumarole, boss? Either this seized up cement mixer comes unstuck or I do. What does that even mean, buddy? The soonest I can get there is Sunday. Sunday, take it or leave it, pal. It's still too high. This is not gonna work. Oh, it worked. I don't even know where I can reach. Apparently I can reach there. Whoa! I don't even know how I was holding on to that. The strength of my thighs. I had a feeling it would be there. There it is. Let's get these stabilizers done. That's our focus for the moment. Perfect. What are you missing right in there? There we go. So that's the stabilizers. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get rid of the tail. Get right in there. Missing from the envelope ring. Something up high, it would seem. Well, that's not ideal for us. Herbal derble. up here, I'm going to need to bring this to here. I can't even see what the situation is on this thing. There we go. The underside panel's not done. The ring isn't done. Whoops. I parkoured. Man, you really want your cat back, don't you? One thing I think we can all agree on is that the statue is practically worthless now, so there's 0 point in a security force hanging around. Tell you something else, I won't miss paying to get that darn statue cleaned every single day. Were you paying me or somebody else, buddy? Can I sue the mayor for breach of contract? Can he sue me for breach of contract? Exactly what is the duty of care in our relationship? You know what? Let's just go up the stairs so I can get a closer look. That ring is not done, and I'm not sure why. I don't see why not. Exactly. The Ace Attorney version of PowerWash Simulator 2. It's the endgame. Objection! You ought to take a moment and think about physics. With how far away I'm standing from this blimp, how hard that water must be shooting out to reach and clean that distance. That's to put a hole through a man. I have got to make the chat stay on screen longer. Especially now that there's a box. It could be a permanent in there as it just scrolls away now that it's in a box. I did not jump, I just face planted into the balloon. The blimp. Now, why isn't the ring done? Up high. Good air up high. I'm so strong, I just drag this giant scaffolding with me wherever I go. And I have it backwards, so I don't care. You know, for such a big job, it's actually going really well. We've only been doing this job for 30 minutes and we're almost done it. That's why I say peak PowerWash Simulator is big, flat surfaces. Not even flat, but just open. Big, open surfaces. Where you can really just let the mind go into a flow state and just get her done in big, easy swipes. Perfect. Can I reach that? Ish. DG, what are you doing hosing down an airship in the middle of my recreation grounds? Talk to the mayor, buddy. I don't know. Please take care not to spray any flex back onto the bandstand. We can't afford any diversification of the close festival. I cleaned it once. You pay me, I'll clean it again. Apparently I just missed a lot of flex. Enough to make it annoying, though. That sun glare is annoying. Hey, nice. Now it's just this thing. The gondola. And the thrusters. What happened here? Someone Indiana Jonesing their way on board? I forgot. I have to clean underneath this thing too. We'll do it last. that's a tough angle, actually. Whoops. Let's switch it up a bit. Well, you know what? I'm going to need you in another moment. One thing I don't like is you can't just put it back on the ground once you remove it. At least I can get under it. That will help get this done. We're getting real close now. Okay. There's something wrong with the front gondola body. You. Side body. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I see it, I see it. Perfect. Excellent work to find next off my airship, the wonderful industrial town of Fumarole, to kick off my tour of the county. To be honest, I'll be glad to get that one out of the way. They love me there, of course, but they're very in your face, which is why I'll be remaining 4,000 feet up. And know the ever gone about my cat, you'll be hearing from my lawyers. CCM JJ XIII. Piece of work, that man. Robert. He's pissing me off. So where did that go? There's the Nouveau house and there's the airship. Okay. What was the next job? Cement mixer. Another story for another day. What's making that noise? Oh, the sprinklers. Sprinklers. Anything in the shop before we go? I almost have $3,000. Can get... So I skipped this one to get that one, which is fine. That's 5,000. The urban is kind of the one I've been using, and that's 6,000. With the top one being the 12,000. So maybe I'll just save up for the 6,000 one. Cosmetics, I think I've already got the cosmetics I want. Yeah. Alrighty. Nice and simple. Good stream today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Special thanks to the Ion Pudge for coming out and chatting. $3,000 indeed. I'll message you when I'm done streaming. We can coordinate tonight for recording and such. Wow. So yeah, thank you everybody. See you Sunday at 9 p.m. EST for more cleaning greatness. And until then, like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube, drop a follow on Twitch, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.